Intermediate moisture foods. Intermediate moisture foods are shelf-stable products that have water activities of 0.6 to 0.84 with a moisture content ranging from 15% to 40% and are edible without rehydration. Their moisture content is in between dry foods which can be stored at room temperatures and moist foods which need to be frozen, refrigerated, canned or preserved by some other mechanism. These food products are below the minimum water activity for food bacteria but are susceptible to yeast and mold growth. They are also susceptible to enzymatic browning and Maillard reaction. Water content of some selected foods. Example, dried apricot. Dried apricots originally at 19.32% moisture are first dried to 15.49% and then rehydrated to 20.10%, 25.21 and finally to 30.20% moisture levels. Enzymatic browning, a chemical reaction that causes darkening of the flesh of the fruit or vegetable after exposure to oxygen in the air. It may be prevented by using ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C. Dip vegetables into lemon, grapefruit, or orange juice to prevent browning. Maillard reaction in fruit. It produces aromas in heated food. It is also responsible for color reformation. Maillard products have antioxidant properties. It can cause loss of nutrients and some products may be toxic. Objectives. The purpose of intermediate moisture foods is to achieve a water activity at which the food can be stored safely without refrigeration. However, the food is not sterile. Staphylococcus aureus is a microorganism of concern as it can grow and produce specific endotoxins in water activities of 0.83 to 0.86 under aerobic conditions. Salmonella and Bacillus series are primary pathogens of concern with low moisture foods. Most illnesses have been caused by Salmonella species. To reduce the risk of bacterial growth, products are treated with a combination of low pH, addition of sugar, salt, and preservative, and a thermal process that can eliminate pathogens and extend shelf life. In the case of yeast and molds, chemical preservatives such as sorbates and propionates are used to inhibit their growth. Moisture. Bacteria love wet, moist foods and not foods such as crackers and breads at room temperature. Things well preserved with salt and sugar deprive bacteria of water and its reproduction. Examples of this are jams, jellies, and beef jerkies. Advantages. Intermediate moisture foods have an available range of 0.65 to 0.90 and thus water activity is their primary hurdle to achieving microbial stability and safety. These foods are easy to prepare and can be stored without refrigeration. They are energy efficient and relatively cheap. They are not readily subjected to spoilage. Even if packages have been damaged prior to opening, as with thermostabilized foods because of low available water. Disadvantages. Some intermediate moisture foods contain high levels of additives that may cause health concerns and possible legal problems. High sugar content is also a concern because of the high calorific intake. Fruit products from intermediate moisture foods appear to have potential markets. However, application of this technology to produce stable products at ambient temperature is limited by the high concentration of solutes required to reduce water activities to safe levels. This usually affects the sensory properties of the food. Thank you and hope this video was informative to you all. Work was done by Tahura Shafi, Aisha Siddiqa, Zoha Samreen Khan and